Defense attorneys for a man charged with shooting and killing U.S. Deputy Marshal Chase White may ask that Tucson's U.S. Attorney's Office be removed from prosecuting the case. As 9 on Your Side's Craig Smith reports, the possible change could be to avoid the impression of bias.
On November 29th, Deputy Marshal Chase White was in a team of marshals assigned to arrest Ryan Schlesinger on charges of threatening a police officer. The Tucson Police Mental Health Team had a history of contact with Schlesinger and said he had a history of hostility towards law enforcement. Investigators say Chase White was hit when Schlesinger fired as they broke into his house. Schlesinger surrendered to Tucson SWAT officers about an hour later. After the death of Chase White, friends and co-workers described him as a dedicated marshal and a great friend. As a deputy marshal, he would have spent a lot of time in the Tucson federal courthouse. Now that's the site of Ryan Schlesinger's murder trial. The fact that Chase White worked with the staff at Tucson Federal Court may lead to an effort to exclude Tucson federal prosecutors from pressing the case against him. In his arraignment hearing today, Magistrate Judge Bruce McDonald entered a not guilty plea for Ryan Schlesinger, routine at this early stage of the case. But in that hearing, federal public defender Sherry Kaufman mentioned the idea of local prosecutors recusing themselves from the case, handing it off to prosecutors from a different U.S. Attorney's Office. Tucson attorney Mike Picaretta says sometimes attorneys or even judges will step away from a case if a personal connection could create an impression of bias. In Tucson's January 8th mass shooting, all the Tucson federal judges recused themselves from trying Jared Loughner because their own chief judge, John Rohl, was among Loughner's victims. A visiting judge from San Diego presided over Loughner's case instead. Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.